look at Floyd. Like, Floyd spends money like it's a tap. Like, he's got a tap, just like unlimited amount of money. Money's just flowing. And even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever. Like, there's all these lawsuits. Like, he hasn't been paying things, and he owes money on this and owes money on that. And it's like, and then he's got to come out of retirement. He was talking about it like that was the biggest detriment to him being able to save any money.
Mm-hmm. They trying to keep up.
Yeah.
There's been many contracts that have been signed, and, not just one. Advances have been given, loans have been taken out against the purse, right? Because this is a Netflix paper, so they're treating it as like a movie, a film contract, rather than a typical fight contract. He loves to tell people don't do bad business, but this is like as high as it gets on the ladder of doing bad business.
Joe Rogan has openly criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr., claiming the boxing icon may be dealing with financial pressure linked to heavy spending habits and questionable financial decisions. He also referenced reports of a $100 million penalty tied to an alleged contract violation connected to a fight with Manny Pacquiao.
You're not business-minded, which I don't know if Mike is, but most fighters aren't. Most fighters concentrate on fighting.
Mm-hmm.
To be business-minded, that's a giant distraction. You got to pay attention to all this other shit. On top of that, it's generally not how they think.
Right.
I mean, look at Floyd. Like, Floyd spends money like it's a
Jazz Mather has alleged that Floyd Mayweather Jr. entered into several agreements, received upfront payments, and even secured loans against expected earnings connected to the proposed rematch. Mather cautioned that if Mayweather tries to back out or modify the original terms, it could expose him to significant legal repercussions.
Typical fight contract, you can't get your advance. You're going to get a 10% or a 20% depending on the promoter and who you're working with, and then you get paid on fight night. In this case, it's a bit different because Netflix paper is a AAA paper and you can get cash against it. So you want to, whatever you want to call it, a loan, a cash advance, whatever you want to call it, he's taking money out against it, and it's with lawyers at the moment. He has a legal team that has got involved out of Los Angeles. They've reviewed everything. There's no real way out at all. Everything is intertwined together between all these contracts and, collateralized against the loan and so on and so forth. Documents were notarized. We have text messages. We have all kinds of things. So it's not, it's not like he didn't know what he was signing. Okay. He definitely knew what he was signing. He definitely knew what he was getting himself into. But what can I say? I mean, at some point things just get real, and it got real. So that's where we're at today.
Well, consequences are real as
yes.
well. So.
Mather has accused Floyd Mayweather Jr. of consistently disregarding the terms of formal agreements, alleging that he has issued misleading remarks about the fight while redirecting the narrative in a way that appears unfair.
Of him taking that money and then not honoring the contract.
I mean, each party have their own damages, right? The production company that we're working with, Everwonder, will help put this together and have a great relationship with Netflix. They're one of the premier live sports partners for Netflix. They have their own claims and damages. We, Manny Pacquiao and Manny Pacquiao Promotions have our own claims and damages, right? We're sitting in a lingo right now, not knowing if this man is going to step in the ring or he's not going to step in the ring. Clearly, he doesn't value anything that he signs. He loves to tell people don't do bad business.
Some analysts have alleged that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may be attempting to mislead Netflix, pointing to what they describe as a pattern of legal conflicts and financial controversies. They further characterize him as someone repeatedly involved in questionable dealings.
This is all true, then he absolutely is in breach of contract, and he's trying to scam Netflix, of all people. Floyd, we know, is a serial scammer at this point with the cryptocurrencies, with the Logan Paul fight. Again, I was there in Dubai for the Deji fight and what was asked behind scenes there. I just want to make sure that Mike also talked about this so that I'm not mistaken. All right, so here's Mike Coppinger, who does obviously, report pretty much breaking news on a daily basis for the Ring Magazine. He spoke to Manny Pacquiao Promotion CEO Jazz Mather, who confirmed Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao are contracted to meet in an official fight at the Sphere. Floyd claimed over the weekend it's an exhibition with the venue TBD. Mather said Manny isn't interested in an exhibition. So not only are Floyd's comments potentially in breach of contract. He could blow the whole fight up and never fight, and also have taken a cash advance on the fight he may not ever.
There's growing speculation that Floyd Mayweather Jr. could be considering options to withdraw from the fight altogether, particularly after reports indicating that advance payments had already been received.
He's broke! I'm sorry. It's just the truth. Floyd is so badly hurting for money that this is the stuff he's doing. Knowingly signing contracts for a pro fight just to go and publicly undermine it while taking a cash advance. Essentially going, cool, I need that money now. Who cares about the fight? Do we even know, by the way, if him and Mike Tyson is still going on in April? Bank robbery without the fight, I'm telling you. And Coppinger doubled up on this and said Mayweather's comments are also directly contradicted Netflix's official announcement. And he would also be in breach of contract if he insists on shifting to an exhibition. So I don't understand how this is even happening. It gets more insane by the day. But Floyd, if this is all true, is trying to scam Netflix out of whatever bag they were going to pay them, keep his pro record, and call everything the exhibition that he may not even fight at this point, because Floyd Mayweather is saying it's an exhibition. Manny's saying, I'm not going to fight an exhibition. Fight hype. And I think you guys know that. I think it's Ellie is over there is tight with both guys. So he's got sources. And I'm not saying this is official or anything like that, but he tweeted this out 2 days ago. Mayweather versus Pacquiao 2 is canceled. More details to follow. He hasn't tweeted anything since. Or no, actually, excuse me, he has tweeted since, and it's not, quote, still on, because everybody is reporting that the fight is still on. And I got all the receipts, but I won't speak about it until this day's over. Don't want people thinking it's a joke. By the way,
Jazz Mather has suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may be hesitant about facing Manny Pacquiao again, which is why he is reportedly framing the potential rematch as an exhibition. Mather further claims that Mayweather is aware that Pacquiao could pose a risk to his undefeated record.
He's scared. Why would he else make up try to turn it into an exhibition? So exhibition is completely off the table. He needs to, if he wants to be, look, he claims he's TBE. All the guys around him that are on his payroll claim he's TBE. Everyone claims he's TBE, right? But when you really look at it, the fans know Manny Pacquiao is an 8th division world champion. Yeah. Floyd Mayweather is not. Manny Pacquiao has certain accolades and achievements that other Floyd Mayweather doesn't. Now, Floyd Mayweather has an undefeated record. So does Rocky Marciano. Great. He's not unique in any form or manner, right? Running around and wearing 20 necklaces and talking about yourself all day doesn't make you unique in any form or manner either. So you need the appreciation from the people. You need to be considered loved by the fans, right? The people's champ. So right now he's a real boxer. This whole money robbery thing with the exhibitions and what he got away with Logan, which he still owes $1 million to, by the way, that stuff needs to be, he has to understand we're in a different time today. We're in a different era, and step up in the ring and honor your obligation.
Tim Bradley has indicated that Floyd Mayweather Jr. pushing to label a potential rematch with Manny Pacquiao as an exhibition is driven more by financial considerations than hesitation. Bradley suggested that Mayweather may have already used an advance payment connected to a deal involving Netflix, which could explain a reduced willingness to proceed with a fully sanctioned professional bout.
I just want to make y'all aware, it's not, I'm not 100% right on this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know the legalities of the actual contract and why Mayweather's choosing to do what he's going to do what he's doing. I don't think Mayweather is afraid. I don't think he's afraid. No, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. Come on. Barrios, he's not afraid of Pacquiao. Trust me, he's not. But the thing I want to make you guys aware of is that when you get these advancements, you can put a non-refundable tag on these advancements. You can do that. Now, I don't know if Mayweather did that, but you can.
Recent reports indicate that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may be dealing with increased financial strain, including alleged tax liens and several legal cases related to outstanding debts and high-end spending.
Legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. is facing another lawsuit, this time from a high-end Miami jeweler claiming he owes $1.375 million for luxury watches and chains. According to court filings, Mayweather allegedly purchased 27 watches and 15 chains, totaling $1.675 million from Adre's Jewelry last August, but paid just $300,000. 5 checks reportedly bounced. The lawsuit follows other recent legal issues, including a New York claim alleging he owes $330,000 in unpaid rent on a Manhattan penthouse, along with a separate federal case in South Florida involving a reported $4 million jewelry dispute. The 50-0 former champion is scheduled to return to the ring in September for a rematch against Manny Pacquiao.
Joe Rogan has suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may be facing financial challenges due to heavy spending on high-end items such as luxury vehicles, diamond-studded jewelry, and premium watches. He emphasized that without careful management, even large amounts of income can diminish quickly.
I think he can't fathom to just live a modest lifestyle. It's like he gotta be lavish.
Right. He's got to have those videos where it shows you all the watches, where he opens the case up, you know.
All the money. He gotta show that he got $1 million in his backpack. And, you know, he got the latest watch and the latest car, and look what I just bought.
And when you get into latest watches and latest cars, you get into that shit. Like, boy, that money goes quick.
Yeah.
Bugattis are like $3 million. There's watches that are $3-5 million. That's crazy. So you buy a watch and a car, you're down 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
Crazy.
I remember Iran Barkley was talking about that. Iran Barkley, when he was in his prime, was hanging out with all these professional athletes, and everybody was getting diamond-crusted chains and this and that, and he was keeping up with these people. Like, you got to keep up with the Joneses. And he just found himself like draining all of his money. He was talking about it like that was the biggest detriment to him being able to save any money.
Mm-hmm. They trying to keep up.
Manny Pacquiao has stated that Floyd Mayweather Jr. will not be able to sidestep a rematch, making it clear that he is committed to facing him again. He explained that he was not at his peak during their first encounter, and believes he has earned another opportunity to demonstrate his abilities in a properly contested professional fight.
How much do you want? I'll go right back to you, Chaz. How much do you want this fight?
For me, I want this fight because the last time that we had, like, I'm not 100% condition because ready for the fight because I have injury, shoulder injury. So that's why right after the fight, I go straight to the hospital and get operated.
Do you feel like he's ducking you? Like he may not be in as good as shape as you are right now?
Talking about ducking since before the first fight.
Okay, Jazz, step right back in, man.
No, I think our focus comes down to looking at this fight and trying to get this fight across the finish line.
The financial controversies surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr. reportedly do not stop there. Logan Paul has also publicly claimed that he is still owed money following their exhibition bout, even though the event attracted worldwide attention and generated millions in revenue. Logan alleges that the full payment has yet to be completed. These claims have added to a growing narrative suggesting Mayweather's approach to business is heavily driven by financial gain, sometimes sparking controversy in the process.
Floyd Mayweather own you.
Oh, yeah.
How much does he own you? Can you tell us how much?
Starting off strong, huh?
Yep.
Millions.
Like over 5?
No, I don't think so. Probably just under 5, over 2. Yeah. Like enough for me to pay me my f***ing money.
Yeah. How can he do that? Are you his slave?
Are you his slave?
That's what this was.
Yeah.
Boxing analyst Wade Plemons has cautioned that if Floyd Mayweather Jr. were to attempt any form of deception or contract manipulation involving Netflix, he could be exposed to serious legal repercussions. He referenced past exhibition appearances, such as those involving Logan Paul and Deji, as examples of similar controversies. Plemons further explained that major platforms like Netflix are backed by strict legal structures and corporate oversight, which makes it difficult for fighters or promoters to alter agreements, bypass obligations, or take advantage of contractual gaps without facing potential lawsuits and financial penalties.
There, Floyd demanded that they pay him some insane amount of money or he wasn't going to fight Deji while he was at the venue. And they wanted to change gloves and do all this stuff. And I think they actually did it. They paid Floyd to do it. And I've seen this with a bunch of his exhibitions. And obviously we know about the Logan Paul situation, how Floyd shopped his fight to a different company after essentially scamming royalty like Prince whoever in Dubai and stole his money. This is insane. Now he's trying to do it to Netflix. Oh yeah, he's 100% about to get sued because Team Pacquiao says Floyd Mayweather signed 3 contractual agreements for a professional fight against Pacquiao. 3 separate agreements. They also claim Floyd Mayweather has been paid for signing these 3 agreements and has also taken out a cash advance payment on his purse for the fight. They also say Floyd Mayweather is officially in breach of contract for publicly stating this fight is an exhibition. And if this is all true, which again, this is Team Pacquiao saying this, but again, I think Mike Coppinger also reported.
Joe Rogan has frequently highlighted that Floyd Mayweather Jr. stands out as one of the few fighters who openly and repeatedly showcases his wealth in public. He has described Mayweather as someone who regularly displays large sums of cash, high-end diamond-covered jewelry, luxury vehicles, private aircraft, and even makes appearances at events arriving by yacht. Rogan has also pointed out that this strong emphasis on luxury is part of Mayweather's money identity, setting him apart from most athletes who tend to keep their earnings and lifestyle more private. He further explained that Mayweather's way of living revolves around continuous high-level spending and premium luxury experiences, which in turn requires a steady flow of income to sustain. According to Rogan, very few fighters in boxing history have managed to maintain such an extravagant lifestyle while still being active or closely tied to the sport, making Mayweather a rare and distinctive figure in combat sports and entertainment culture.
Pulling up at a yacht is it's the opposite of what everybody tells you about fighting, right? Fighting, you have to stay hungry, like stay humble, like Rocky 3 style.
Yeah.
Like you don't pull up in a fucking yacht. And if you do, the only person who's been able to do like that is Floyd Mayweather. He's the only guy who's been able to just be balling out of control, constantly flashing money, $1 million watches, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still fucks everybody up.
He does.
He's the only guy.
Yeah.
Literally the only guy.
I'm trying to think of other guys besides like him and Connor, who's really Adrian Broner, but he just won, I think.
He won.
Well, yeah.
Disputed decision, but he seems to be more concerned with having fun and being crazy. Yeah. The thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline. Like Floyd's discipline was undeniable.
Joe Rogan has described the evolution of Floyd Mayweather Jr. from Pretty Boy Floyd into Money Mayweather as a highly calculated branding decision. He explained that this wasn't simply a change in nickname, but a full reinvention of Mayweather's public identity, shifting him from a conventional boxing figure into a global entertainment and business personality. Rogan praised the transformation as exceptionally intelligent, noting that Mayweather mastered the art of self-promotion beyond the ring by embracing luxury, controversy, and spectacle to boost both revenue and global attention. He added that this carefully built persona played a major role in making Mayweather one of the highest-earning athletes in sports history, even well after stepping away from active competition. Rogan also suggested that although the money image has drawn criticism at times, it ultimately elevated Mayweather's influence and financial success beyond many legendary fighters, highlighting his unmatched understanding of both sport and business strategy.
It's just complete genius.
Yes.
First of all, from just changing his style, right? He broke his hands a lot. So when he was younger, they called him Pretty Boy Floyd.
Yeah.
And then he changes his name to Money. And when he changes his name to Money, he turns heel.
Yeah.
He became like this guy and everybody wanted to see him get beat.
Yeah.
And he's the most unhittable guy in the history of the sport.
Yes, sir.
He's right up there with Pernell Whitaker. Like those are the two guys that I say are like the most elusive guys in modern, not past Willie Pep in modern era. Pernell Whitaker and Floyd. Floyd's even more impressive because he stands right in front of guys.
He stands right in front of you and you can't hit him.
Right in front of you.
And you can't get a good one on him.
You can't get shit on him.
It's one of the most amazing skill sets. He's like a one of those like Minnesota Fats kind of pool players that know all the trick shots.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has built a public identity strongly centered on a highly extravagant lifestyle. He is widely recognized for showcasing luxury vehicles, custom-made jewelry, and large amounts of cash, often presenting his wealth in a very visible and bold manner. This display of opulence has long been a core part of his personal brand, with Mayweather consistently embracing a flashy public image throughout his career. However, despite his undeniable financial success earned through boxing, endorsements, and various business ventures, questions have occasionally been raised about certain promotional dealings and the ethical side of some of his business activities.
I'm always bringing the people into my life. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. I have to bring you guys into my life on a daily basis. Check it out. Check out my view again. Once again, I should say. The Michael Jackson steps.
Despite the criticism surrounding him, Joe Rogan has regularly spoken highly of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s boxing abilities, particularly his elite defensive technique and highly calculated in-ring strategy. Rogan has pointed out that Mayweather possesses a rare skill for dictating the rhythm of a fight, forcing opponents to miss while efficiently taking advantage of their errors. He also emphasizes that Mayweather's movement, sense of timing, and overall ring intelligence are at an outstanding level, enabling him to neutralize even the most aggressive opponents. According to Rogan, Mayweather's approach represents a textbook example of technical boxing mastery, demonstrating the pure craft of landing shots while avoiding damage in return.
Well, it's interesting when fighters figure out ways to do that too, like what Floyd is doing. What Floyd is doing is so interesting. He retires from fighting and he says, I'll just start boxing people who have no chance.
Hey, why not? You know? I mean, exhibition. Like, we saw that in, what was Rocky 3 or something?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's like, he started doing exhibitions with Hulk Hogan, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And got caught. I mean, he got hurt, like, you know, dealing with that. So, I mean, I think people want to see Floyd fight. You know, some people want to see him lose. You know, I never wanted to see Floyd lose. And so he'll always have some interest, you know, even if he's fighting.
Joe Rogan has also commended Floyd Mayweather Jr. for his remarkable level of discipline, pointing out that even at an older age, he maintains excellent physical condition and continues to train on a consistent basis. Rogan has observed that Mayweather's commitment to staying active in the gym, preserving his fitness, and keeping himself in fight-ready shape is uncommon among retired fighters. He explains that what truly distinguishes Mayweather from many other athletes is his lifelong dedication to training, as he never fully disconnects from strict discipline, even when no official bout is scheduled. According to Rogan, this ongoing routine is a key reason Mayweather still appears sharp and physically capable during exhibition appearances. Even though he is far beyond his prime competitive years, his continuous training habits have helped him maintain a high level of performance and readiness.
Famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas, he'd be partying. It looked like he's partying, he's drinking water. And then he would have his driver drive, and with his fucking pants on, with jeans on, he would jog home. I mean, the dude was always training, never got out of shape.
The jog home in jeans isn't the torture. The torture is around a bunch of drunk people drinking water in a club. I jog home all night.
Rather than that, right? Yeah. It's an interesting thing, though, the keeping your motivation as you reach a certain level of fame and success, because that's a lot of the motivation for fighters, is to one day be that champion, one day have that money where your family's going to be taken care of for life. You don't have to worry anymore. So you hit that spot, like, and then what keeps you going?
Yeah, how do you remain a student in that spot?
Yeah.
There's the famous quote that it's hard to wake up and run the miles when you're sleeping in silk pajamas. I forget what boxer said that, but it's got to be true, you know? Unless you keep setting goals, maybe he's trying to do something that's never been done. Maybe that's the driving factor now, you know? Because a lot of guys, money might be the driving factor. But once you get the money, maybe you set it up to try to leave legendary things behind. Like,
well, the thing about Floyd is he spends so much money. Maybe money's still the motivation because he's just always about to go broke because he spends like a fucking maniac.
I would like to think, even though he's spending like that, he's made some great investments. And
yeah, I'd like to think that too, but I bet it's not the case.
Yeah, definitely spending a lot of money, but he's made so much, man, over $1 billion.
Joe Rogan has pointed out that Floyd Mayweather Jr. stood as the sport's most dominant global attraction for more than 10 years, consistently headlining pay-per-view events and setting unprecedented earning records. At the same time, Rogan has raised concerns that Mayweather's long-term financial position could be influenced by his exceptionally costly lifestyle and ongoing spending patterns. He explained that even for someone who has reportedly generated over $1 billion throughout his career, continuous expenses on luxury cars, high-end jewelry, private jets, and an extravagant way of living can significantly reduce overall wealth if not managed carefully. Rogan also emphasized that Mayweather's limited adjustment after retiring from full-time competition may lead to avoidable financial strain over time, despite the enormous income he accumulated during his boxing career.
Pretty boy Floyd to Money Mayweather changed the whole thing.
He knew what he was doing.
He definitely did. It would have been an interesting fight had he fought Pacquiao when he was younger in his prime. It would have been a very different.
Would have been
fight.
A more interesting fight.
Much more different.
Because
much more difficult
any
fight.
go forward physical warrior like Pacquiao is going to wear down.
Right. Exactly.
And any brilliant counterpuncher like Floyd is going to retain more.
Yeah.
So he did.
Yeah, it would have been much more interesting when they were younger. Also, the fact that Pacquiao fought him with a bum shoulder. That was a disaster, too.
Money talks.
Yeah. I mean, look, I guess he was faced with this thing, legacy, or, I mean, it was the biggest pay-per-view of all time in boxing, correct?
I believe so.
And I think it was like 4 million buys or something crazy like that.
It was huge.
What's your take on the allegations involving Floyd Mayweather Jr. and the reported contract disputes? Share your opinion in the comments below.